Hi there, this is Åsa with a new scrapbooking process video. Today I'm sharing 3 photos from our kickoff at work in August, and we went on a small trip to the high coast, which is an area a bit up the coast from where we live. And we stayed at a nice hotel at the northern part or the northern shore where the High Coast Bridge is, and it was a lovely hotel, and the view over the High Coast Bridge was just wonderful. So I took the opportunity to get some really nice photos taken there when we had some time off from the activities that we had planned. So this is the upper photo is from of the hotel, and the middle photo, of course, is the bridge, and the lower photo is when I climbed up a bit of the mountain behind the hotel, so I could get both the hotel and the beginning of the bridge in the same photo. The paper I'm using are from October Afternoon. I started off with 2 papers from the same collection, the one with the cameras and the one with the arrows, but somehow I didn't think they matched. Even though they came from the same collection, I didn't think they looked at all good together. It was something with the yellow that didn't match, and it didn't look good. It was too close to be too close to fit the each other. So, but still too different to just put them side by side. So I decided to use the camera paper, and the striped paper was on the back side, and I used that too. On that yellow piece of paper that I cut before, I will place my journaling. First I wanted to use the Yellow Bean alphas, but I think I missed a couple of letters to spell the whole title, High Coast 2014, so I decided to use the Daily Flash alphas, those script or cursive fonts that you can see to the left in the movie. So I just decided to use my Heidi Swap old chipboard alphas for the first letters of the words, and then I'll make the rest of the title in that October Afternoon font. I painted the chipboard with a kind of white that I thought fitted the I wanted to make it the same color as the script font, and it worked pretty good. Now I'm writing my journaling, and I just tell why we went there and what we did. And it was just 2 lovely days. We had a lovely dinner in the restaurant facing the bridge, and it was a lovely evening with a really wonderful sunset, and the meal was very nice. And then after the meal we bathed in an outdoor jacuzzi, also with a fantastic view over the bridge, and we had so much fun, and it was a really nice event bringing us together in the work group. So now I'm back with the embellishing, and I will be using some stamps from Technique Tuesday. It's travel themed, and I will use all those small icons like the suitcase, the camera, the geotag, and the little sign pointing in different directions. And I stamp them, and some of them I will cut out with the die that came with the stamp set. And the geotag I didn't like in the die cut version, so I just cut around it with myself with my silhouette scissors. Then I will stamp a couple of the sentiments, and I will use white cardstock and just black ink. And I think these stamps are probably the best quality there ever is in the industry at the moment, I think, and it's really good, and I love the design. So the impression or the finish of these stamped images is very good. I used the Memento Black Tuxedo ink pad, and it's one of my favorites. I cut around the sentiments, and it will become just perfect embellishments for my clusters. Here you see my cutting technique. I think it looks really fun when I see it in 4 times the speed, because it looks really easy and a bit fun. I'm just moving the paper and not my scissor hand, so it's a really nice technique that I have been using ever since I started die cutting images for my cards. These days I don't make any cards at all, and my Christmas cards were jokes compared to what I used to do. But scrapbooking has taken a lot of my time, and my creativity is all set on scrapbooking, so card making is something that have had to stand back. Now I glue down all the elements for my tiny clusters, and you see that I have placed a piece of vellum behind the journaling block, and it is also where I put my title and the year. And I will choose some baker's twine in dark green and white, and make a couple of bows for my clusters to give the clusters a bit more or a different kind of texture and some movement. It's something that I really like to do. And I think that's pretty much the finished layout. I will bring out my pen and draw a line around the layout to give it some more definition, or at least some border, since I thought it kind of faded into nothing at the edges. So that technique is one that I like to use when I think that the page is missing something. So I just freehand drew a line, stopping at the different clusters, not going on top of them or under them. Yes, the finished layout. It's based on a light green cardstock, and here are some close-ups. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you like this process video. See you soon. This is Åsa. Bye.